These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Undisputed Boxing is about to get the update we've all been waiting for. Undisputed Boxing has had a lot of hype around it for well over a year. It was released in early access on January 31st, 2023. It's come a long way in development since then, with big creators like Marshall Minds supporting it along the way. It's truly the first boxing game to make waves and compete in the category of boxing video games since Fight Night Champion. And while the game is fun, we've been limited to the game modes of quick fight and online fights until now. Undisputed Boxing's YouTube channel released a video last week discussing their newest update, expected to release on February 12th, and we are finally getting career mode. This career mode is going to take Undisputed Boxing to the next level. We're going to have full control over our fighter's career. They said that we can choose our own cutmen, managers, and coaches, and we can choose our own fights rather than having your manager choose for you, which is huge. I hate that limitation in fighting games. Like rematch clauses, the purse, who's getting what amounts, there's so much you can do with this. It's truly nice that we're finally getting the freedom to truly determine our career as a fighter in a game. We don't get this in the UFC games. In Fight Night Champion, you had a full scripted storyline, so you couldn't really do anything at all. You couldn't make any decisions. And so I genuinely think that this is the biggest aspect of career mode. We don't get this. This is what we've all been wanting all along. With that being said, I think it's going to be phenomenal. I really do. There's even more updates that I won't be covering in this video, so I highly recommend actually watching the full update video on Undisputed's channel. Nonetheless, this career mode looks so good, I genuinely can't wait. I've been holding off on playing this game because we haven't had a career mode, but with this update, I've finally picked it up and started playing. So far, it's a great game. It's exceeding my expectations, to say the least. There's still some work to be done, but the foundation of the game is nice. The punches feel great, especially those solid body shots. Tracking can be off sometimes, but when it works, it's great. Movement isn't 100% smooth in my opinion, but it's definitely not the worst. I think that it does a great job, feeling realistic, but it's not quite there. I also think they've done a great job in mimicking the realism of moving while throwing punches. If both fighters are moving at the same time and swinging, some of those punches lose power or completely miss the target, which is something I truly like. It's bringing true realism to the game. In UFC 5, the tracking is so odd that punches during moving exchanges will hit, and more often than not, they really shouldn't be landing. There are some minor bugs. For example, when fighting against the CPU, I've had the CPU kind of glitch and not really throw strikes, but I really believe that that's a simple fix in the grand scheme of things. Counters don't feel like a massive deal. In other words, there isn't this huge emphasis for a counter window, and I personally like that. It keeps things quick and realistic. And don't get me wrong, landing a counter punch is still as punishing as it should be. I also really enjoy the fact that there's actually a good amount of boxers so far, and they have some pretty cool venues too. The highly rated boxers feel amazing to use. Canelo is an absolute unit in this game. Landing strikes is so satisfying with this guy. Look at this knockout. Which actually leads me to my biggest complaint. We don't have replays yet. I'm not sure when they're coming, but I can't wait for them because the knockouts feel great in this game. Overall, I'm extremely excited for career mode. It's been the missing piece of this game for over a year now, and I truly think this is the update that's going to bring a lot of new players in. It's the last big update until the full release, and I'd recommend buying the game now if you're interested because the price is going to jump up as soon as this update is released. But let me know what you guys think. Have you played Undisputed Boxing yet? How do you think it compares to Fight Night Champion? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.